Hey, how's it going, everyone? Gribnum here, back again after 2 months with a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I know I took a bit of a break there. I was trying to focus on my life, on work, trying to find a job, seeing what can work for me. But don't worry, I was playing in the meantime, so I've made a lot of progress since then, and there's a lot of changes in the game too that have happened. Um, I do want to keep you, I want to re-mention this, that me uploading here, it's not like a permanent thing I'm doing. It just whenever I find the motivation and if as long as I enjoy doing it. And right now, I found a bit of time to do so. So I want to upload a video showing my current account, where I'm at, and talk about some of the new things in the game. Not everything, of course, but so as you know, we just had the Armand's fusion followed by the Istrid fusion. So I went ahead and I did both of those. Now, I'm not actually using Armand's. I built him. I threw him in some supersonic gear. I do want to get like the full 6-piece, whatever, maybe not. But this guy is very good in live arena. A lot of people picking him. I'm not the kind that's going to go in and, pick this guy first pick. I don't pick him at all, actually. I just think it's kind of goofy for people who do. He's a strong champion, so whatever, it makes sense. But he's become like the new Sun Wukong. It used to be everyone wants to first pick Sun Wukong. Now it's Armand's, which is what everyone's doing for the most part. He's very good, so I get it. You can steal turn meter, you can get the full team stun, right back into the sheep, and then as long as you do one more turn with the A1, now your A2 is back on cooldown. It's crazy, the synergy this guy has. You pair him with like a Mikage or whatever, and it becomes difficult to know who to ban. Once I get Mikage, because I don't have her yet, she will be my first pick when it comes to live arena. That way I don't have to choose between banning Armand's or Mikage, you know what I mean? But then we had the Istrid fusion here. I like her a little better. I don't know why. Just like the idea of the extra turn here. Well, Armand's gets that too, but the full team buffs here into some of these debuffs, just really nice. I feel that the synergy would work better for me, especially if I'm using her in Hydra. So I got her running here in some impulse, a little bit of perception. These are not the best stats. These aren't that great. It's whatever, because I'm not going to use her in PvP anyway. But let's talk about the 14-day login with Adeline here. This apparently this Sand Devil specialist champion that can't even do her job right. She's not as good as Plarium thinks she is for Sand Devil. I mean, thank God we got a Force Affinity login champion, was second one in a row. So we just had Force Affinity Bannerlord with Rathalos here. And then Plarium goes ahead and turns around and gives us another Force Affinity Bannerlord in Adeline, who just kind of sucks. I mean, look at her ratings. How do you print this? How do you create this champion and then send her out of the building hot off the presses? You know what I mean? How do you basically create a headline saying new Sand Devil specialist, she's an elite, in her own class, and then think people are gonna believe that? How do you do that? I just don't get it. And it's so funny that people are at least rating her high on Sand Devil. I think that Raid have got it wrong. Plarium have got it wrong, excuse me. She's probably not going to be the best where people think she is. So Sand Devil, she's probably not the best there. I think she'll find her spot somewhere else in the game. I don't know where that is, but she'll find a spot somewhere else. The thing is, Istrid, the fusion champion, is a better pick for you against Sand Devil than Adeline is. I mean, Adeline has the sleep on the A3. It's a 3-turn cooldown, so it's not terribly bad, but debuffs from the skill, whatever. I mean, 3-turn cooldown, you got the sleep debuff at 75. Books up to 100%. Where Eastrid has the A1, right? You A1, you have increased speed, you get extra turns. You can do that right into another A1, whatever it is. But you can sleep the boss way more effectively with Eastrid and way sooner, in my opinion. But pretty soon they're going to be nerfing some of these bosses. So there was just a video that Hell Hades posted where he was talking about 3 bosses that Plarium deem as the least popular. And I'm going to show you my runs. I'm going to do a couple runs in both of these here in the video for you guys. I can't do Iron Twins right now because I already used all my keys. God forbid you're allowed to repurchase at least one more time. This is so stupid. You know what I mean? There needs to be a huge change to this. They need to give us 6 free additional keys and then allow us to purchase another 6, making for at least 18 runs each day, okay? And it shouldn't be costing us energy. Throw some free keys into the advanced missions daily, so you get 6 extra, and then let us buy at least another 6. So, 18. That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome. The reason I was doing that is because my mission for Marius, I need to get 5,000 mortal coins from Iron Twins. So I think after today's reset later on, I should be fine. I should be able to complete this and then move on and then go for the 20 live arena battle wins, which will take me like a day. Won't be that hard, but I want to get Marius so bad. He's insane, right? Where am I at with all that? So Marius, does anyone have him yet? No, nobody's got this guy. Where am I at with live arena? I'll show you that. I actually since my last live arena video, guys, I blew completely past what I was. I was either at 4,000 points. I don't know if I showed you guys my Quintus. I don't think I showed you guys anything with Quintus. Maybe I did, I forget. But I'm way beyond that. Now I've lost tons of battles. So many battles I've lost. Crazy. Oh, I'm about to be at the max for this as well. But yeah, I've lost so many battles getting up here, and then even within the last couple days. But you get really lucky, you win a bunch too. But guys, I gotta tell you, with Quintus, maybe I'll make a video on that unless I already did. Okay, so I just checked, and no, I haven't made a video for Quintus, but I definitely will be doing that soon, guys. All of the negativity and the bad rep that Quintus was getting, guys, it wasn't true. Now I can understand from the point of view of the Kraken accounts that got him first, who were wanting to compare his damage to Taras or Jorgid. I can understand how they were disappointed, and then they would relay that frustration down to all of us who haven't even gotten close to Quintus. Since I got Quintus, guys, he is in like 90% of my content. If I can put him in there, I would choose him over... Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm rightfully choosing him over someone else, but he's showing up, guys. He's doing insane damage. Let me show you my Quintus right now. I posted this build in the Hell Hades. I posted it in different channels, just showing people what I got going on. Now, I had this gear on my Rathalos, I believe it was, and I thought, you know what? Quintus is doing raw, pure damage. Each of these skills is doing this thing called pure damage. I don't know where that's scaling off of, what that means really, but he's hitting insanely hard. It's crazy. Definitely not a Jorgid or Taras level, and that's where a lot of the hatred comes from. The dislike. Campaign locations, like, are you serious? How is he not getting a 5 in campaign locations? It doesn't make sense. He's wiping every campaign difficulty basically by himself. Demon Lord, he's hitting so much damage in Demon Lord. So people are getting this guy, not giving him a fair chance, and then really just ruining his ratings here. This guy is at least a 4.5 out of 5, okay? The only thing he doesn't have is a way to stay alive, okay? That's it. where a lot of these champions that are really good happen to have a way to survive being killed. So Hydra, Quintus is crazy in Hydra. Let me see. Did I run? I think I ran a Hydra with him already. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so I threw him on brutal. This is on brutal, and I did about 20 minutes of auto, or sorry, of manual. I manualed for like 20 minutes, and then I autoed the rest. He's out damaging Sun Wukong, Shamael. I mean, this is a weird team here, but my most damage comes from normal, which I haven't even done this rotation yet. And then I went down to hard mode with like my worst team here so far. But guys, come on, don't judge Quintus before you get him. I'm going to show you some of the things he can do in this video, just briefly, and then I will make an actual dedicated Quintus video. He's insane. I'll tell you where I use him at. Clan boss. I would say today, for some reason, I didn't hit that much damage, but for a 1 key, look, I got Arbias, Mithrala, Razelvarg, Quintus, and Newt. And Quintus is doing like, probably did like 30 or 40 million of this damage. Like 30 million of this damage. Yeah. Oh, I can do, watch this. Why don't I just do a key right now? Did I already run this one? Oh, good. Okay, so I haven't run Nightmare. And what's great about Quintus is if you can just push Live Arena, everybody gets him, right? And he's a free void damage dealing champion you can put up against any one of these affinities. Check this out. It's going to be the quick battle. And we're going to see. Quintus is insane. If I had 2 of them, I would get rid, well, I don't know if I would want to get rid of Razelvarg, but if I had 2 Quintus, which you can't even get, then yeah, I try to put him on 2 of them on this team or something, or empower him. It's just baffling though. His empowerment is Baron. I don't know who's gonna want to get rid of a Baron. So it really makes you know, empowering this guy really difficult to do. But Quintus here, this was a 38 round turn, 40 million damage, out damaging Newt, and these are not bad builds at all. Newt, Razelvarg, insane builds as well. Let's go. Let's see. I'll even show you my Wukong, my Razelvarg. So Wukong here is in full lethal plus cruel gear. Okay. 6,700 damage. Let's see. I'll show you on Hydra here. 68. He's got a lot of speed. I mean, crit damage wise, insane. Let me show you that Quintus one more time. So he's doing a little bit less of ignore damage. However, the pure damage he's doing, I think, also is just built in ignoring defense. I don't know what pure damage means, but it's definitely ignoring defense without having anything on this dude. Let's see those stats. 7,300 damage, 7,300 damage, almost 300 speed, 324% crit damage. Right? Fucking insane, guys. If I go to Hydra, that becomes, these numbers bump up insane. Okay? If I go to Clan Boss, Demon Lord. Okay? Speed needs to go up a little more. I need to boost that speed, but still, I'm doing insane amounts of damage to people with this guy. I'll show you Newt. My Newt in Relentless and Perception, pretty decent build as well. Doing his job. And then Razelvarg, of course, who's in no ignore defense gear at all. One of the fastest champions on my team, on my account here, 7,500 damage or attack. I mean, lots of crit damage. The thing I love to do in Live Arena is pair Quintus with White Queen and Cora. She's actually one of my favorite new champions as well from the fusions. So I actually pick her in every battle I can for live arena. It's Ancora and Kaja, right? 326. These are really slow, right? Compared to what people are doing nowadays. I need to get this reworked into a speed, but 324 or 326, I mean, I don't know why I don't have any champions that are in like the 400s or like the 380 mark or something like that. It would be really nice, especially with Ancora, in a 6-piece supersonic here. So realistically, when I'm going up against somebody like a Siphi, and she does her full team buff, that's like 3 buffs on each person. So per buff, that's like 3% turn meter boost times like 12, right? However this works. Decrease turn meter effect. Okay. Reduce this turn meter by 2% per each buff on the enemy. So the enemy is getting like 12 buffs, so 12 times 2, there's a 24% turn meter, unless I'm getting that wrong. But still, you're basically taking this 326 speed Ancora in supersonic, and she's realistically like a 380, almost 400 if the enemy is placing buffs on themselves. Pretty sick. Then I got Timothy the Fool here. This build, I just bumped his speed up a little bit. He is an HP based champion. HP kind of low, but it will. I'll probably be able to get that up a little more. I don't know. Good speed. Could be better on the crit damage. I mean, once I get a better blessing, right? So I'm just kind of sitting here at this 1 star since I got this guy. I want to get to the 5-star blessing would be insane. Get that extra accuracy. So this is a stun set. Almost 600 accuracy in the stun set. Pretty nice. What else can I show you guys? I don't know. I'll do more with Quintus here in another video. But for now, I just want to jump in and run a Sand Devil run and show you guys something about a Neri that y'all do not seem to understand. Too many times am I sitting in like a Discord channel and a motherfucker is saying, guys, do I need to fully book a Neri? What do I do? Is she supposed to be fully booked? Like, dude, if you don't know what you're talking about, then don't do it. I don't fucking know. It's so annoying because first off, just fucking book her, dude. Just book a Neri. You're going to have a much easier time building a slow Neri than trying to squeeze out a 260 something speed Neri while getting a good enough HP and defense at the same time. So the run is going to be faster with a slow Neri because you're going 1 for 1 for the boss, rather than a Neri taking 2 turns, the boss taking 1. The faster the boss takes his turns, the quicker you complete the run. You want that boss to go more times than you go. Well, I mean, with this build that I have here, 1 for 1, and I'll show you. You do not need to have a specific speed of 206, because plus there's having the extra food who dies and you get the more speed. You could have like 200 speed here. You could have 210, whatever it is. You just have to kind of work around it with the boss. So let's say you have 200 speed. Maybe you'd want to then put a third person here to die and give her that bonus extra. Maybe you have 210 speed, so you want to remove one of these chickens here, right? Based on that mastery that gives her more speed for each person who's dead. So you play with it a little bit there. It doesn't have to be specifically. The thing that really matters here, and you're about to see, is the turn meter, so she doesn't accidentally go an extra time before the boss. So they die, she goes, he wakes up, she goes, takes a turn. So you don't want her to accidentally go twice. You want it to be a 1 for 1. And the reason I use these Skull Lords is so that it takes that little bit of chunk off of the HP. See that? There's a little bit of HP taken down. This was mainly to help me end the fight at least one ninja turn quicker, because what was happening before I got the 5-star blessing, of course, was the destroyed max HP was catching up to me right at the final turn. You know what I mean? Or ninja would fail to crit and land the HP burns and kill the boss. So there'd be at least one, I'd be one turn away from killing the boss because ninja missed, one of his crits. So if you have Skull Lords laying around, put them on your team, let them die immediately. They're gonna deal damage to the boss just from getting hit. Think outside the box, right? Think outside the box. And that's what I think I do a lot of. Let me turn this up a little bit. A lot of people don't think outside the box. They do their own, they don't know. They just watch and copy and follow what other people are doing. Y'all are not smart enough to do your own thing, and I get it. I'm like that sometimes too. But when you are trying to do what others are showing you, like, hey, just use ninja and Iniri, why not also try to add your own little spin on things? And that's what I've done here. I was even doing, at one point, I was doing like a ally attack with Krokmar on the team. So Krokmar would run in there and lower the boss's attack stat. So he was doing less damage to Iniri over time because Krokmar's passive lowered the attack. However, what was happening was Krokmar was too strong and just wouldn't die, and it would just mess up the whole order here. But this 2-minute run is typically about a 1 minute 40 second, 1 minute 50 second on a good run where ninja's landing everything pretty much. But if you're doing a Iniri, like fast Iniri two turn to the boss's 1 turn, then this is going to be this 2 to 3 minute run like every time for you. So if you want a quicker run, fucking just book your Iniri, make her slower around the 200 speed mark, right? Stop putting a speed boot on Iniri. If you can't even squeeze out enough HP, remove that speed boot and just give her an HP boot. Solves all your fucking problems. Look, one of my best runs was 1 minute 30, and that was with Ninja landing, everything he could, right? So decent run there. What I'm trying to tell you is, if I removed, I have a speed boot on her. I guess I didn't know I had a speed boot on her. But if you, and that's crazy. With this HP and this defense, I have a speed boot on her. But that's probably because all of this is lacking in speed. It's actually not. I don't know why I thought I had an HP boot on her. But regardless, if you're struggling to hit good HP, but you have good speed on all these other pieces, just throw an HP boot on her. It'll help you out a lot. And then book her. You'll be fine. Here's the masteries. You don't need to go crazy. Just increase speed by 8 for each dead ally, yada yada yada. You could even area bonus, throw it into Sand Devil for speed. I'm not going to do that because my run is fine. If I go ahead and book this, boost up the speed here, I'll probably just ruin something, so I'm not going to worry about that, right? But yeah, that really threw me off. I wasn't expecting to see the speed boot. But the build works, right? And I got lucky getting the 5-star for her. Also, I just remembered we got this new Prism Soulstone thing in the game this morning. Everyone got a free pull. I went ahead and opened mine, and here's what I got. Dog shit ass fucking motherfucker cage bound here. 5-star cage bound. Now I'm holding on to a lot of these so I can sell them at the proper moment. There's the Mikage event going on right now, and I'm lucky I don't really have to worry about it because I got the 6-star already. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now on that. But I am doing decently good on it so far. It's not really that great of an event. I mean, maybe these oils look good. The soul stone looks good. Uh, yeah, there's some decent items in here, but it's whatever. We also have Wixwell coming up. I want to talk about that in another video, guys. But right now, let me jump on into Phantom Shogun's Grove. I think I remember, I think in Hell Hades' video, he said something that wasn't completely wrong, but it was a little off. Hell Hades said that the Shogun, you know, if you're fighting the Shogun and he gets like 10 stacks of shade, you're pretty much dead. 10 stacks of shade, you're having a hard time getting that back down to 0. No, 10 is fine. It's 20, you know, or it's 30 if he gets over 30. That's when you're screwed. But this team here, I mean, there's like at least a 10% chance of failure on this team's part. But this team here, I've seen the counter go up to 50, and I've brought it back down with this team here. The thing is, Razavarg, and I've talked about this in the past, I got decent blessings on blessings on these guys, decent star levels. Razavarg is getting his shit cooled down back, so he's doing the AoEs a lot. I know if Razavarg runs in there with the triple hitting A1, that can fuck things up really bad, right? So there's his second AoE. Now he doesn't have the enfeeble on him, so he's not going to mess up if he does the A1. So right here, look, triple hitting A1, he didn't have the enfeeble, so that was the perfect time to do it. He's going to get enfeebled here. However, now he's got his AoEs cooled down, and we got not only Emic, who does a one-turn cooldown, but we have Kymar, who also does a full cooldown, right? Here it goes. I just got a bit of a decrease on the ability, so there's a chance that Razavarg... Oh, and there it is again. So Razavarg's coming in with the AoEs on AoEs and just avoiding the A1 triple hitter while enfeebled. So it works out perfectly fine for me. Now, there are cases where it doesn't line up perfectly, and I run in there and I do the triple hit A1 while I'm enfeebled, and then the shade counter goes up to like 30, 40, and it looks crazy. But I've seen my team bring it back down to 0. That's all I'm saying. So this is a good team overall. You don't need anything fancy with this. Just get some champions who have like 4-star blessings and above. Which reminds me, I still need to... Ooh, hold on. So we're at 8. We just had 18. Now it's 12, 14. Boom, 22. But then I kill him with the Reaper there. That was actually a good run because I got Chaos Powder here. Not bad. And Razavarg's not even doing the most damage, right? He's not even the one doing the most damage. He just has a 5-star, so he's useful for me. Plus, he has 2 AoEs. I don't know. It's just good. It just works. But, you know, I just really wanted to show you guys some of that stuff here and talk about my champions, show you what I got going on. I'll make a video for Quintus here very soon. I'm probably going to make a live arena video with Quintus, but I want to talk about Wixwell as well in a video soon. Because y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing with this champion. Just ruining the vote. Anyway, that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. You know, long video. That's apparently what I do here. If you have any recommendations or questions about anything, just fucking join the Hell Hades Discord and tag me. If you have a question to ask me, join the Hell Hades Discord, tag me in a question, whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. I'm sick and tired of you guys. Like, I'll go to Live Arena, I'll whoop someone's ass, and I'll go to try to find them in the Hell Hades Discord because I wanna talk shit and like ping them that I beat them, you know, because I like that. I like the little competition back and forth. And y'all are not even in the Discord. I remember there was a YouTuber who was showing off his build on something, and I messaged him on his video. I said, hey man, if you want to see my build, jump into the Hell Hades Discord. I'm gonna post it into the build, the champion build channel. And he commented back, oh, I'm just not in Hell Hades. Just, bro, shut the fuck up, get into the Discord, and stop being a bitch. I like, what Discord are you in if you're not in the Hell Hades Discord? Anyway, that's me off my soapbox. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I'll be back. Thanks.